Hey everybody, welcome to our new Shadow Hand PvP video. This is my Powertech Bounty Hunter. He is full shield spec. Before we get in there, I just wanted to go over a couple abilities, and this is more for people who've never played the class and are being guarded by the Powertech. The two main abilities I wanted to go over are Flame Sweep and Oil Slick. Flame Sweep, which looks like this. Do the tree will snare movement speed by 50%. Oil Slick slows them by 70% and gives them a 30% melee and range accuracy debuff. The reason I want to go over this is if you're being guarded or you're just in a war zone and you see a shield tech, jet charge in, flame sweep, oil slick, flame sweep. That's usually the pattern I use. They're pretty much slowed to the point of no movement or very little movement. So if you want to get out of a situation, just keep an eye out for that, because when you see the oil slick, that's your chance to book. I've had times before where I'd be guarding somebody and they'd start getting swarmed, so I would jump in, snare them with flame sweep and oil slick, and then they would just stand there instead of running and getting out of the situation, in which case they would end up dying. So I just wanted to go over that real quick. For those people that are playing a Powertech and maybe it's new for you, there's two main tips I would give you, and that is tip number one is define your role. There's two main roles as a Powertech, and I will go over both of those right now. So my two big tanking tips are define your role and change your mindset as far as how you play in a war zone. The two main roles are objective defense and player protection, in that order. You always want to put guards up, you always want to use your taunts, but ultimately defending the objective should be your main priority, because it doesn't matter if you keep players alive if people are blowing through doors in Void Star or taking your turret nodes. So here we go up. I've already guarded our healer, who's an operative. She used her extricate roll, got pretty far ahead. She's in the bunker there, so I see her getting attacked. This guy gets harpooned out, and then I move in to try to get back in guard range. And you can see my life drops pretty quick between the damage they're dealing to her. I use my taunts, got my taunt out, but it drops me pretty quick. So as I'm heading back out here, I'm waiting for the gate to open. I see that we're losing south, but we're getting east. So immediately I just leave south and go to our other turrets.
Eastern artillery emplacement secure. Your artillery is now damaging the enemy bunker. Well done.
And anytime I come up on a turret and I'm afraid it might be getting capped, a lot of times I'll just activate my hydraulic override. That way I can't be slowed, I can't be stopped, and I can hurry up and get over and stop whoever might be trying to cap an objective. So there I use Oil Slick and Flame Sweep, just like we talked about at the beginning, and that was basically just to slow this guy down so he can't do anything. And I guarded the Marauder because, let's face it, they're a good guy to have on your side. So, you know, he's doing me a solid there by helping take down the target that's attacking me. So when I talk about changing your mindset, what I'm talking about is most characters I've played are DPS, so I want to play them like DPS characters. I want to run in and bash people, but really, I don't have the DPS to do that role effectively. So what I should be doing is guarding nodes, protecting players. Sure, of course you want to attack and use your stuff when you have it, but let the DPS characters, let the Marauders and the Snipers, let them do all your damage and do what you're supposed to do. Guard them, get your taunts out, and make sure people aren't capping your objectives. And you'll see that at one point in the video I start going for this guy and I gotta stop myself and get up to where the objective is. So I see they've started to retake east, so I'm heading straight over there to see if I can help out. hydraulic override again so I can get in. So we've retaken east, and we have a good force there, which means they will go west. So I just turn around and just start running. I see the healer up there, so I go ahead and highlight her so I can get a guard on her when we get up to the top. Now here's this guy right here. Now my first instinct is to immediately attack, but I have to stop myself and do what I'm supposed to do and come up and make sure the objective is safe. Get my taunt out and try to stay in range for my guard. I'm about to help her out, but still, I gotta keep an eye on that objective all the time.
Has been damaged. Your defensive tactics are admirable.
So that guy might have been a little pissed. Did a death from above and got a taunt. Got taunted right when he started it, so all his attacks did 30% less damage. No, this guy's going to town, but between the taunt and her healing, he's not doing jack damn it, so he's done. So east is starting to get retaken, and I want to go over there and help, but I'm like pausing because I'm thinking, oh man, I don't really just want to leave one guy here, because I would hate to go take it and have him recap right behind us. So I stay here for a minute, but then I realize that I just really need to go to the other side and just take a chance, roll the dice. I've stated in other PvP videos how much I hate guarding nodes, but as a tank, that is one of my roles, and I'm very good at it. Any tank is very good at it. Because a lot of times when you lose nodes, it's either because one, someone's not paying attention, but more likely, a stealther will come over and kill them and build a cap before we can get, reinforcements over there. But as a tank, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, you really don't. A stealther can come out and start attacking you, and you are guaranteed you still have time to make the call. He is not going to drop you that quick. He's going to have to put a lot of work into it. So as long as your team responds, you should be okay. But that's part of the changing the mindset, is trying to get out of the hatred I have for guarding nodes and realizing that that's what this guy's built for, guarding nodes and protecting other players. So they've taken east, and I hate when that happens. You just get caught and you're like, crap, gotta sit here and wait. So while I'm waiting, I run over and I take a peek over at east, or over at west, just to see if they're under attack, if anything's happening. Looks pretty quiet. So I head back over south. Done with my area taunt. And just try to clear these guys out of the inside of the building. I realized that someone's been taking pot shots at me this whole time. I'm like, oh man, alright. Here's another reason why survivability is very good. It took them a really long time to finish me off with adrenaline rush and everything else. And that whole time they're doing that, somebody else could be running over to another node and attacking, and their reinforcements are held up trying to kill you. So it can't pay off. And right here, everybody's trying to cap, so I'm just yanking them off and trying to slow them down. At this point, I am not trying to really do any damage. Like, I'm not trying to kill bad guys. I am just trying to keep them from capping, which means a lot of tabbing and a lot of just blasting.
Your bunker is suffering damage. You must repel the attacking team.
So here I start trying to cap the node, but I'm getting blasted, but there's enough of us we can retake it. And I immediately just start heading west because I know that's where they're going. And I see more people, so I stop to call it out again. So as I'm running up here, once again, my focus is the node, and I know they're going to be capping it. So first guy gets harpooned, second guy gets interrupted, third guy gets shot. So right there, I just stopped 3 guys, and it's really easy. We have the utilities to do the job. And so I'm sitting here, and there's like 2 of us against 3, and I'm sitting there thinking, where are reinforcements? Like, anytime, fellas. Anytime. Adrenaline rush is so beast. When that thing's going off, good luck killing somebody. Doesn't last very long, but you're not going to take somebody down when that thing's going off. That is healing like crazy. So I get out, but that's it. We've destroyed their bunker, and we win. So it was a good match. It was a good example of kind of everything, of protecting players, using taunts, protecting the objective. So you can see where I am on the board. It's not anything spectacular, but when you cycle for protection, there you go. Protection numbers are kind of hard to get. I think the highest I've ever had was like 200 something K, but 160K is definitely respectable as far as protection. So that was a good match. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be bringing more. See ya.